Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Celeb Top. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a beast and has always been considered one of the most successful retired wrestlers because of how well he's doing since he left the ring. His triumph can be accredited to his acting career to an extent, but all good things must come to an end. It seems like The Rock is realizing that the movie industry might not be where his talents lie, at least not anymore. Number 1. Does the same kind of acting. Chances are you've seen at least one of The Rock's movies. In almost everything he's ever done, he plays the exact same character and there is no versatility to his roles. Now usually this wouldn't be the worst thing, but his role isn't a necessity in any movie ever. While he worked in Fast and the Furious and San Andreas,
if you're half as good as you are on paper, we're gonna get along just fine. I've got rights.
We just can't seem to differentiate his character from their movie because he's literally identical. What this means is, unlike actors such as Alan Rickman or Hugh Jackson, he isn't remembered for his roles. The market for his movie genres is diminishing, which means he may no longer be needed. He's recently started to delve into children's films with Moana and the older Tooth Fairy. In the latter, he was clearly only cast as a humorous character because it's funny, isn't it? To see a man towering at 6'5" be the Tooth Fairy. Sadly, the funny stops there because despite the awkwardly written comedy, it just did not make anyone laugh. Besides, it isn't like kids are going to flock to theaters on opening day because some old guy is acting in it. He was able to savor in his remaining WWE fame for a while. Number 2, being muscular isn't a personality trait.
That's a little indication of how we roll in the Iron Paradise.
Being muscular is not a personality trait. If I have to see Dwayne Johnson do the peck pop in one more movie, I may faint. I get it, he was a wrestler and he works insanely hard to keep his body the way it is. It doesn't mean, however, that he has to change the character he plays to incorporate that part of him all the time. Being as tall and muscular as him does mean that he will be recognized for his body the same way Jason Momoa now is. But that doesn't mean he has to feed into that idea. People have started to get irritated at this now since it's been going on for as long as he's been in the spotlight. Yes, bodies matter when it comes to wrestling, but they aren't as important when you're an actor. It's gotten so bad that he's now commonly referred to as the big guy with muscles amongst circles of people that aren't of his generation. Number 3, his movies don't do too well. In a list of the best movies of all time, you will never see one of The Rock's movies simply because they're not that great usually. While Fast and the Furious did have a large following, it only grew to great lengths after the passing of the lead. San Andreas made less than $500,000 when it was released, which is quite disappointing. Nowadays, people pick actors based on their ratings. For example, Noah Centineo garnered a great fame after To All the Boys I've Ever Loved, and because of that movie, he was then cast in 4 other similar genres. Since The Rock's movies just aren't getting to that point, there's really no motive to cast him anymore. Number 4. Too many careers to handle. Dwayne Johnson is an actor, a producer, a businessman, a retired wrestler, and retired football player. Some people can't even handle being one of those things, and it goes on to ruin lives and relationships. Johnson currently owns some of the most successful companies in the United States, such as Walmart, DoorDash, Dell, Staples, and Under Armour. Managing them all cannot be easy and definitely requires hours of work, even if he doesn't actively have to do much. Clearly, his acting career is not a necessity, and if he truly wanted, he could live in the lap of luxury all his life with only his business ventures. He also owns his own production company, which is doing pretty phenomenally. As the list of how he makes his millions lengthens, it only further proves that he should stop making subpar movies and turn to business full time. Number 5. Family time. Johnson has a huge family now with many children from his previous and current wife. While he may not be that high up there in age, no family is incomplete when one parent is working their butts off all the time. As I mentioned above, there's really no reason he has to continue his acting career because he can afford to quit it. In many interviews, he stated that his family means a lot to him, and that he wishes he had more time to share with them. It almost sounds like he's making excuses here, honestly, because he does have the ability to make time. His oldest is 19, and the youngest is only 2 years old. If he isn't careful, his absence may have a lasting impact on his youngest children, and they may be unable to develop a regular relationship with him as they grow, something Simone regrets. Number 6. He was actually a football player. Franchises like Fast and the Furious and San Andreas are the latest hits that have brought his lifetime worldwide box office gross to over $5.9 billion. And coming up, he's got Baywatch and Jumanji. He's also stepping into the superhero world in the near future as he signed on to be Doc Savage. That's not even mentioning his other endeavors like a YouTube channel, a production company, and endorsement deals. Johnson became the highest paid actor in the world last year according to Forbes, surpassing Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr. But we'll see how long that lasts after the Infinity War saga numbers really roll in. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care, guys.